Hello everyone! Okay, you have posted your video introductions and it is time to move on. We have a couple of things coming up in the course next that I thought it might be helpful to go over. First of all, make sure that you do all three quizzes. These are all three grammar quizzes. You can do them whenever you want to do them. They are due by January 26th. You cannot make those up. If you miss the deadline for those, that's it. In order to do the quizzes, you first must have to go through the content in those modules. So in the grammar and writing module, you need to read through everything in the sentence structure and then take quiz 1, and then read through everything in verbs and pronouns, take quiz 2, read through punctuation, take quiz 3. So that's how those quizzes open. If you don't see those quizzes right now under your quiz tab, or if they are locked, that means that you need to go back and read that content, and then you'll be able to access the quizzes. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Course Home. Even before you start working on the quizzes, I would go ahead and look at the descriptive essay assignment and start thinking about and working on that, especially as you work through that module. So the first place you should probably go for that is back up to content items, content, and we are in module 3, writing to describe. And I have ordered these the way that I want you to go through them. So just starting at the top gives you a brief overview of what a descriptive essay is, as well as reading assignments for our online textbooks. And these descriptive essay samples will help you figure out exactly what I'm looking for and what I'm talking about when I say descriptive essay. In addition, on your online sources website, you can poke around in the section called descriptive writing. There are other essays there, there are other tips, there are style sheets. There's as much help as you possibly need in lots of different forms. There's something from the University of North Carolina. There's something from the OWL at Purdue University. There's lots of different resources. So if you find that one is not really connecting with you and your learning style, you can look at another one. Finally, in this same module is a descriptive essay sample with my notes. So this is an essay written by a previous student, and I've put my notes about grading that paper in the document. We'll look at that in a minute. So going back to module 3, again, you can just go one step after the other. There's some tips on how to start writing. This is the actual assignment. This is a PowerPoint that gives you some other tips. And then after you've written the first draft of your essay, the next thing you will do will be to upload it to the workshop page, which is linked down here. This workshop will not open again until you read the basics of peer editing, because that's what you're going to be doing. There's another PowerPoint here on just making your words more concise, your language a little bit sharper, and then there's instructions. And then here's the descriptive essay sample with my notes. I'll open that up real quick. That should be a PDF file. And you see that it's someone else's essay, and I've just gone through all of these notes here are my notes, just to give you some feedback on what I'm thinking about and what I'm looking at when I read these essays. So there's a lot more information. The first time we do this workshop, it's pretty complicated. What you're doing, just to simplify, is you're writing a descriptive essay, then you're putting it in the assignment Dropbox, which is right down here. You are in a group with 2 or 3 other students. You're going to download their essays, make those comments on them just exactly the way you saw in my essay sample, and following the rules of the basics for peer editing. Then you're going to re-upload their essays back to this same spot where you put your original essay. And they'll be able to see your comments on their essays, and you'll be able to see their comments on your essay. And through that process, you'll get better, and you'll get tips and suggestions for how to make your work better. Finally, you will revise your essay and put it in the Turnitin Dropbox, which is not connected here, but you can find it by going to turnitin.com and logging in, and all of our information about Turnitin is right here. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and sign up for our course, establish all that, so you know exactly where to put the final copy of your essay. That final copy of your essay is not even due until February 12th, so we have some time. But the draft of it is due February 2nd. Because this is the first one, you want to put some extra time and energy into it. You want to think about it a little bit, and you want to make sure you understand the full assignment of first the draft, and then the peer editing with your peers, and then revising. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I think I will probably post another video next Sunday night with some specifics about using comments and track changes in Microsoft Word. Have a great week.